Hewison Private Wealth has hit a 40-year milestone in achieving award-winning wealth advice. Andrew Hewison is the Managing Director. He joins us now. Andrew, welcome. Good to see you. So 40 years, well done. What have you noticed in the past 4 decades, how advice has changed, how management have changed, particularly in the private space?
Well, look, first of all, thank you very much for having me this morning. I think those that have followed or been involved with the advice process over 40 years has seen so much change. I mean, when our business was begun and founded by my father, John Hewison, back in 1985, I mean, it was really born out of the insurance industry, and for many years following, it was 100% commission-based industry, very heavily product-based advice, and we've been really pleased to see the evolution of the advice, and what I believe has really propelled what we used to call an industry into a fully fledged profession over the last decade or so, particularly around 2014 when commissions in the wealth space were banned. And the other, I think, key aspect that's really changed the quality of the advice process is the education standards. For many years, you could effectively do a 6-week course and then be put in front of clients as an advisor, whereas now you need to have a degree qualification and postgrad qualifications to be able to sit in front of a client and provide high quality advice. So I think they're probably some of the key elements that have seen the evolution of the advice process.
All right, so you're obviously priding yourself on your independence. That's key for you. Andrew, what are your clients concerned at the moment about?
Look, I'm going to be brutally honest. I know the last month or so thereabouts has started to see an increase in volatility in markets. And certainly if you're a newer client joining an advisor and perhaps investing in various growth markets, etc., is new to you, it can create a level of uncertainty. But a lot of our clients have been with us for decades. They've been through the GFC, they've been through what happened during COVID. And at the moment, I would say clients are still quite comfortable. If you're well diversified and you don't have all your eggs in one basket, then certainly the impact of any one given market, is not going to be overly concerning, in the near term. We always encourage our clients to focus on the fact that over the long term, we do expect high quality investments to look after themselves. In the short term, they can be volatile and go up and down, but portfolios in most cases are underpinned by cash flow. And I know we might be a little bit unique, but our philosophy is where possible, we prefer our clients to own assets directly in their own names or in the name of a particular structure. So therefore, you're always in control of how you can respond during markets of however they're going to move. But when you're invested directly, cash flow is quite reliable and predictable, and that is always coming in. And for a lot of our clients who are relying on that for income needs, markets will go up and down, and we have those conversations about what's happening behind it and why that's happening. But pointing to the cash flow that feeds into the portfolio on a monthly basis generally allays any fears that they have around, their ability to fund living needs.
Andrew, have you seen an increased diversity of your clients' asset portfolio, the type of assets that are now employed, and also perhaps diversity beyond Australia?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, our portfolios are diversified across not only Australia but globally, and of course across different asset classes. And while we certainly try and keep things simple for our clients, and we talk about the 5 buckets, being cash, fixed interest, Australian equities, international equities, and property. Within those sectors, you obviously have a broad array of investment choice, and certainly what we've seen over the last, say, 5 or so years, is an increase in exposure to private markets just through greater opportunities, whether it be things like some high quality international private equity or private credit, the unlisted space in Australia is sort of playing catch up on the rest of the world. Private assets have been quite popular in the United States, for example, for quite a long time. But we've strangely enough, we've been through the fixed interest component of our client portfolios, we've been using high quality first secured non-bank lending options, which is a private market, private credit style of investment for the last 3 decades. And we're still very passionate and sort of believers in that space. But you've obviously got high quality corporates out there that are looking to borrow money off non-bank institutions, and there's some great opportunities there, as well as I said, internationally in the PE space.
And Andrew, of course, AI has become the dominant theme more recently. How do you view that, as a risk and an opportunity, or perhaps both?
It's absolutely both. It's a risk if you choose to ignore it, and it's an opportunity if you can leverage it and harness it. We're certainly leveraging AI, in our business. Without sort of, we've only got a few minutes, so I won't go into too much detail, but certainly utilising it so that we can essentially become, more efficient. And innovation is actually been a cornerstone of our business, and I would say it's been the key to our success on over a 40-year period. And part of innovation is staying up to date with the trends that exist today and into the future, and utilising them to create a better outcome for your clients. So I think AI, the way we look at it, is not about doing less so that we can all spend more time on the beach. It's more around how do we remove pain points, friction points from our clients, so that we're actually having higher quality conversations about what means most to them in their lives.